Hey guys, it is What is Senpai here. How I'm gonna do this? I've been putting a lot of thought in this what if. No, not just this what if. One of my other what ifs that I'm gonna name Naruto the Infinite Iron Sand, or Infinite Iron Sand, or Naruto Iron Sand, depending on how I'm gonna go what route I'm gonna take with it. Is in the ear at the time. If you have any good names, comment down below because I kind of get odds with the names, but I know how the story plot is gonna go. Let me just narrow down the ships right now. It's gonna be a Naru, Naruhina, and Naru. What's Naruto and Tamari's one? Whatever that is. Okay, it's Naruto, Hinata, and Tamari. The reason I'm doing this is because Naruto's personality is gonna fit real well with Tamari's type, I guess. Well, Naruto's personality when I get started with the what if. Not exactly how it was before. Okay, let's get into what if. Everything is gonna be like in canon up until the Zabuza mission. That's where things are gonna change. In Zabuza mission, Naruto was crying. We see Naruto crying at Zabuza and Haku's grave, I guess. And this time, Sasuke is a little more prideful and Sakura's a little more annoying than in canon. And oh yeah, I'll be doing top 5 people I hate. Top 5 depends on how much people I hate in Naruto. So get ready for that. It's gonna be like a show that I just wanted to like get all my rage out on how much I hate people, but not hate people, but hate some Naruto characters. But hey, let's go. So in the midst of this, Naruto activates his one Tomoe Rinnegan, and when doing this, tons and tons of information happened to him. Now, unlike in other what ifs, well, no, unlike in canon where the six paths thingy-majobber is not really inheritable. Like they say that Sakura could have the ability to get the one eye Rinnegan, but that's still in the air, so I'm not too sure. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that. So yeah. So if you do not know what the Rinnegan is and you do not know how it works or how it does anything, the Rinnegan is a very hard to get, and it's not really hereditary to any clan. It doesn't get from any clan, but this time it's gonna be in the Uzumaki clan, and like the reason why I need it to be in the Uzumaki clan is because first, that's the only clan that Naruto's in that actually we have any sort of real knowledge on, and I just really think Minato's genes is worthless, but Minato was still a god at that time. But hey, we don't know what the Namikaze clan used to be, because for all we know, they could be like teleporting beasts. That's why Minato was so good at using the flying rise. We don't know, okay? We don't know if Tobirama copied the teleportation, the flying Raijin from them, and Minato had we don't know the specifics of it, okay? So all we know, Tobirama could have not made the flying Raijin. So hey, he could have just saw a Namikaze use it and use the factors that he saw off of that. But hey, we don't know, okay? So we got back into this what if. So Naruto's eyes started bleeding and Naruto's head starts hurting and his hair starts changing. At Naruto's hair goes down and it starts growing, and then the ends of it start turning black. The black part was just to make Naruto look cooler. So don't really go into it too much because it was just to make him go cooler, not to do chi or anything. And they rush him back to the village, and yeah, Naruto wakes up, but he can turn off and turn on his Rinnegan, his one Tomoe Rinnegan, and when he wakes up, yeah, the nurses tried to kill him by using poison, but it wouldn't have worked because of the QB. I didn't knew it, but I just wanted to try to see if the QB was sleeping or something. But it wouldn't have worked either way because the QB would have realized when Naruto's like life was fading away from him. So it was really a down season. So Naruto wakes up, and he has this knowledge now. He not knowledge, but like he's smarter. He's not a dummy. He realized Sakura doesn't like him, and he realizes. I think Naruto knew that Hinata was following him. I don't think he knew it 100%, but he knew Hinata was there sometimes. And I think he did have feelings for Hinata, but he was just trying to beat Sasuke at something. Oh yeah, that's what it was explaining. It was explaining that Naruto did like Hinata, but it was that he wanted to beat Sasuke at something, and he saw Sakura, so he was like, yes, I want to take away something from Sasuke, so let me take away her. That was the one that's on his mind at the time, so he wanted to get with Sakura. But he realized, no, he loves Hinata. And he gets up and he realizes, wait, I need to go read books. I need to get a house, and I need to do shit now. I'm tired of living like this. Now, the most person that's astounded about Naruto's transformation is the QB. Kakashi and the rest of his team. Well, Kakashi doesn't really care, and Sasuke and Sakura definitely don't care. They don't care that their teammate was like hurt. Yeah, I said Kakashi. Yes, I'm making my recent what is I'm making Kakashi a real dick, but I think he was a dick in canon too because he only trained Sasuke, and guess what Sasuke did? He left the village. Waste of effort. And I swear to Kami, this man did not say that he regret. You regret what? I don't think you deserve to regret anything, really. And y'all know my hatred for part 1 and Shippuden Sasuke. If you watch any of my videos, you know I have a deep hatred for him. And the only thing I really respect is adult Sasuke, where he went on to redeem himself. Oh, and by the way, if you didn't watch Naruto, the fight between Naruto and Sasuke, the last fight, the last final, the Valley fight, bro, Naruto hit Sasuke so hard in the chin, he flattened his chin. Because before this, Sasuke had a little pointed chin, but when Naruto hit him, his chin went in, but you don't really see it too much. But if you go and watch Naruto and you watch that fight during then, bro, damn, Sasuke's chin, bro. Say R.I.P. to that, but hey, I don't care. I'm outside right now because I don't really want to do my what ifs inside. I like being a free bird, like those birds you could hear now. I don't really want you right now. Crows, get out. Crows, get out. I don't want Itachi coming around me. Move. But hold on, guys. So Naruto gets up and he knows that he doesn't have enough money to like to get a house, but he knows now. Let's say Naruto knew basic earthlies, because I'm gonna give plot armor here. Let's say he saw someone use hand signs to make like a floor, right? Because he needed to cover up something, so he used the nerf jutsu. Let's say for plot convenience. And Naruto makes a house. He uses trees. He uses his shadow clones, and he cuts down trees and places them where they're supposed to be to make a house. Yeah, you're saying, oh well, this is a law plot armor. What the fuck are you doing, bro? This is probably one of your worst. What is? Not. Let me just tell you something. I don't give a shit. I don't care. And secondly, I'm kind of depressed and deprived of myself right now, and I kind of just like don't know what to do. And the only way I can like, really express myself right now is just like making these videos, and I need to. And that's one of the reasons is that I one of the reasons that part 3 of What If Naruto was OP hasn't come out yet was mostly because I'm depressed and I'm deprived of myself, and I just really don't have like the energy to like go and be all, oh my god, that no, I just can't right now, and I just need you to understand that, because then y'all gonna get angry and say, oh, well, you don't want to do this anymore, I'm not gonna watch your channel because it's complete trash. Really and truly, I wouldn't care, because I told you I didn't want subscribers anyways. So I just want the views. That's it, because I'm deprived of myself right now. But ugh, I might redo it if I am in a better spirit. But don't expect What If Naruto was OP Part 3 anytime this week. Maybe next week when I get back my joy, or just like if something happens and I get back happy again. I'm telling you, I'm promising you this time, I'm swearing on my kami that I will, a day after I've got back my joy, I'll just like give you part 3. So yeah. So Naruto goes and he makes a house, and it's more like a compound than a house. He used a basic water release jutsu and made a fountain and leaves. I'm not giving him a compound in this one. Well, he is gonna, the Minato and Kushina will have a house, but I'm not giving him a compound that was made from them. So he got a compound. He bought materials. He could buy materials like doors and stuff, but he couldn't like buy like a house. So he got those Japanese doors and like Japanese like furniture. He got them, but he just couldn't buy a house. He's kind of broke now, but hey, all expenses. Then Naruto, then Naruto goes to the library using hench, and he bought all those stuff. He also asked, he bought food, he bought vegetables and food and meat from the Ichiraku guy. I can't remember his name. No, I just said Ichiraku. He bought food and vegetables from Ichiraku, so it would be easier for him to like get it. And he did go to a weapons store and buy a katana. It's like Ashura's katana. It's like Ashura's katana, but he wears it on his hip. Like, yeah, he wears it on his hip. No, he wears it on his back. Alright, he just wears it on his back. It's like Ashura's katana, and he wears it on his back. He then goes and he reads that he's a part of the Uzumaki clan, and he thinks that his genetics just activated, and that's how he got the Rinnegan. Yes, the Uzumaki has the Rinnegan. The Uzumaki clan had the Rinnegan, and that's one of the reasons why they were feared and got wiped out. And the first person to unlock the Rinnegan in the Uzumaki clan was a man named Hashimura Uzumaki. And he went mad because of the power that Rinnegan held him, and he just went mad and just started going crazy. And the Uzumaki clan, like 3 other people got it, and just it stopped happening in the Uzumaki clan until they hit Naruto. And the Uzumaki, I'm gonna do that, okay? By the way, this mostly came from Onyx X Shinobi. Yeah, you'll be like, wait, are you copying Onyx X Shinobi because this first part was like his? Well, Naruto didn't have red hair in his one, I think, maybe. I think they said he was full Uzumaki, so I don't know, but I haven't watched his in a long time, but I know he did something like this. But hey, Naruto then went to the library. He read about the Uzumaki clan, and he read the coordinations on it. And I'm gonna say there's like a 3-month gap in between. So Naruto made a shadow clone, and he reinforced the shadow clone. And a shadow clone went training. Let's say he realized when he was making the house that it had like a memory thing, so he made it do training. He made it do training and just like normal stuff like kicks, punches. He made it learn some jutsu. It learned water style, raging waves, earth style, earth wall, earth style, mud dragon jutsu, earth style, earth erosion. If you don't know what earth erosion is, it's like the earth just rises up on you. But it is a really chakra demanding, but hey, it's perfect for Uzumaki. He learns water style. Wait, it's though he learns two water style was water style raging waves and water style water whirlpool. Um, then he learns um wind style, wind gale palm, wind style and vacuum, wind style and bullet, wind style and shuriken, wind style wind gust, which is just like a big gust of wind. Then he learned some taijutsu, but he just refreshed on his like taijutsu skill, the academy style taijutsu. But he's gonna learn more. I'm gonna show you. Naruto has a special Rinnegan. Naruto inherited the Rinnegan from the Uzumaki clan, but he got his Tomoid Rinnegan because he's a reincarnation of Ashura. But yeah, you normally get the Rinnegan. Yeah, you understand. You understand what I'm saying. Naruto then reaches the village hidden in the whirlpools, and he finds scrolls. Well, he he finds a ruin. Well, not a ruin. Like that place is a whole ruin. Whole damn ruin. He finds the Uzumaki masks, and he finds like scrolls, like chakra scrolls, how to use chakra chains, how to use to become a seal master and stuff. He takes that, and then he finds a old like shrine, and he goes in it and he finds stuff about the Rinnegan and how it was and how all the abilities of the Rinnegan. And Naruto's Rinnegan, since it's Tomoe, and Sasuke's Rinnegan is so bland and it doesn't really do much. I'm gonna give him all the Mangekyo abilities just because I want to, and I'm gonna give him a Susanoo because we don't really know if you can use a Susanoo with the Rinnegan, but since the Sharingan, well, since the Rinnegan is a evolved version of the Sharingan, I believe of the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, I would believe that he would have. You could use a Susanoo, but it's not 100% like said. So yeah, Naruto is gonna get a Susanoo. It's gonna be orange, but Naruto's not gonna wear orange anymore. But it's gonna be orange, hence the Nine Tails. And I told you, Naruto, the Nine Tails is the most intriguing. This he knew the Uzumaki had like Rinnegan, but what surprised him was Naruto having Tomoe. Now the sage, this is not what in canon. It's not what happened in canon. The sage in this timeline said that if someone was to attain the Rinnegan and he had like his son's chakra, these are just plot convenience. His son's chakra, it would have gone to Moid. It doesn't depend on anything. If Naruto got the Rinnegan inherently, but he got Tomoe because of Ashura. So the Nine Tails now looks a little bit harder into Naruto's soul, and he sees Ashura. He was like, "Yo, what the fuck, bro?" But yeah, that's where the Nine Tails is gonna help Naruto. Naruto gathers all the scrolls that he found, and he carries them in his little compound. Naruto's compound looks like not the huge compound. That's way too big. It's a small compound, but it's big. He used the shadow clones. He stayed in his apartment, but he used shadow clones. This took like a few months, and Naruto was sleeping the whole time because he was recovering chakra and then giving chakra to the shadow clones. So they were working day night. So I would believe it would be a big. It's a side of the Nara clan because I believe that the Hyuga clan is like one of the most reputable That will most you'll understand. Okay, they're one of the biggest clans, so they would have one of the biggest compounds. So yeah, so it's the size of the Naruto clan now. But Naruto doesn't really have rooms for them. I'm not too sure if I want to bring back the Uzumaki clan, if I'm gonna make him do that or something. But yeah, Naruto is like, yeah. Naruto can use all the Rinnegan abilities without strain on his body. Like the Mangeki, like Amaterasu, where your eyes bleed. Naruto doesn't have that. He just uses Amaterasu. And it all depends on how much chakra he has, which is like a bunch, especially. So he gained Minato's chakra from when he was alive to like when he was alive. He gained that chakra when he was when he was Hokage and was fighting the Nine Tails. He got his chakra levels and his mother's chakra levels at the same time. That's how you can compare. So fuse Minato and Kushina, then you got Naruto's chakra levels. Understand? You understand now. Naruto then goes out to buy. Let's say he found a like $1,000,000 yen in the Uzumaki compound, and he put it. So when he got back, it took him 6 to 14. No, he took 2 weeks to go and come back. So he put the money in the Uzumaki compound, and he used Earth Style. Earth Style Great Earth Wall, Earth Style Great Earth Uzumaki Wall, which is like an Earth wall with big Uzumaki swirls on it, and he did it all around the compound. This is how jutsu should have been used, but hey, and since Naruto is being Seal Master now, he dispels all his shadow clones because his shadow clones was still making the compound, and all the memories of the shadow clone about architecture and stuff like that come hitting him. So he's a master architecture now. Let's say Naruto found some Uzumaki metal, so he added it to his sword by melting the sword, picking off the hilt, melting the sword with the Uzumaki metal by using fire style, and he blended both of the metals and he made it back into katana and put the hilt back on. And what Uzumaki Gekiri metal does is indestructible. Well, it's what the Sage's Six Paths used, but it just happened to be where the Uzumaki's colonnaded, so it's indestructible, and it has a ability, hence the wielder. So Madara with his fan, I think that was the Sage Six Path weapon. I think the Banjo fan was the Sage Six Path weapon. So since the Uzumakis were well known for sealing, I would have normally given him a Totsuka blade thingy whichever, but it wouldn't make sense now. So I'm gonna give him, you know what, frick it, I'm gonna give him a sealing sword, but it can only seal the person's chakra, but you actually have to slice them, and a seal will spread around in their body. Yeah, Naruto figures out the sword's ability, and he puts it on his back, so because he's a god now. He goes out and he buys new clothes. He buys a black jacket with a white shirt, a necklace that he's gonna use for something, a necklace, black shinobi shoes, black shinobi shoes, black shinobi shoes, and long black pants, well, on blue pants, and just yeah, and that's it. Naruto then takes off his headband from his, yeah, no, he keeps it on his head. Yeah, he keeps it on his head. And Naruto goes back to his compound. And he made a library. He made library, like, book stands and all that. and he put the scrolls and everything in there, and he knows the history about the Uzumaki, and he's been training on his Rinnegan. Naruto, now, unlike the Sharingan, you don't have to like mature his Rinnegan, and his Rinnegan will mature himself, or he can force it to mature by pushing chakra in it, but it's a lot of chakra, so like, you can only do this a day, and then he has to get like all the chakra. But prior to this, Naruto has met the QB. The QB explained who he is and everything. Naruto said it was okay with it, surprisingly, and he was like, alright. And the QB gave Naruto chakra, which unlocked his sixth Tomoe Rinnegan. I remember calling me saying, "No, Mitch, why are you doing? No, what senpai? You shouldn't be doing this." And all the rants you're gonna make in the comments. But remember, I'm pretty tired, pretty depressed, and just like deprived of myself. And I'm using this as an excuse so I can do whatever the frick I want. And it's gonna make this easier for me. But I promise you, when I get back everything, I will just like, when I get back my joyful personality that you first saw me with. Well, I don't think on my first what if, I don't think I was like really about talks too much, but hey, so Naruto goes and he puts on the clothes and he looks pretty good. Looks pretty good, and yeah, he still has his blue eyes and everything. I don't think Rinnegan would change that. Actually, the Rinnegan should have changed that, but I'm using plot convenience. And Naruto got. Then he started to learn the flying Raijin. No, he didn't learn the flying Raijin yet. Naruto then goes to the third and explains that he knows who his family is now because I think the Ninetales would have told him by now. And the the third Hokage was surprised, but not too surprised, because it's his parents after all. He would have a feeling of it now. And he gives Naruto the key to Minato's private study and his where he kept everything, like his kunai and everything. Wonder where he put it. In his face, in his head. Yeah, you put it in the Hokage Mountain. Minato is one of those smart people that uses his shit to his priorities, and it's like, nah, fam, I'm not gonna leave in there untouched. So if I wanted to place something there, and he just didn't want to put it in his house, so it was like, nah, I'm gonna put it in there. And Naruto gets the keys and he opens the place, and he sees all of his dad's furniture, like his books, his what he was doing at the time, and everything. He got everything. He got all of his money, and he got everything. Okay. He got his money and his kunai and his mother's sword, which was made of Uzumaki metal. Now, Naruto would place this on his other sword, but I need to figure out ability for it. So, hey, I'm going back to you. Since Kushina was called the Red Hot Habanero, I'm gonna make her sword be able to heat up to a point where if she sliced metal, which if she put her sword to a metal surface, it would start melting. So like any sword, like any normal sword, like if it was Samehara could withstand it, like the seven swordsmen could withstand the sword, but anything else would have just like destroyed. It would melt. So Naruto takes the sword, takes his father's kunai, his scrolls, which was a lot of them, his scrolls, his money, his clothes that he had in there. So Naruto might wear them when he gets older, and Naruto finds a picture of him. Well, not him, but a picture of like him while he was in Kushina's belly. Him, Kushina, Jiraiya, and Kakashi. And when Naruto saw this, Naruto was mad. He wasn't mad at Jiraiya. He was mad at Kakashi. Kakashi was his father's student, and he realized this after he's seeing a picture of. Yeah, Naruto got mad. Like he was. You know how much tolerance the shit he took at that point. Kakashi did not pay attention to Naruto at all. Anytime Naruto tried to say something, Kakashi ignored him. Bro, Naruto got mad. He's not talking to Kakashi anymore. But I'm gonna say Minato, for plot convenience, okay? Minato, Minato, um, gave, well, Minato wrote down the aspects of the Shidori. So, yeah, plot convenience, remember. So Naruto takes the scrolls that had all 5 chakra natures and all of these stuff. So Naruto goes home and he like puts the scroll in like in his library, the Uzumaki Chronicles library. And Naruto made shadow clones and he read all of it. He's a seal master now. Well, he's not a seal master yet, but he will be a seal master. He's gonna learn all basic 5 chakra natures, and he's working on his outer pass. If you do not know what outer pass is, the outer pass is the heavenly samsara. Heavenly samsara, the chakra rods and the Renny rebirth. Yeah, those are the outer paths. The heavenly samsara is like the body, the thing that painted, right? Where he created a body, where he used other people's bodies, and all of that, to like do his thing. Yeah, that's heavenly samsara. But you can't use the abilities of the Rinnegan when using the heavenly samsara. But Naruto has plot convenience, so I can do something with that. Naruto then learned the heavenly samsara, the chakra rod, which he's gonna use very heavily when he doesn't have kunai, and he's gonna use it like how Pain and Madara used it, like a complete god. And yeah, Naruto then started to learn how to use his chakra chains, and he knows how to use chakra chains, chakra dragon, which is like a dragon made of chakra chains. Places his hand on the ground and a golden chakra chain dragon comes out of the ground, and it snares and seals a person. He knows like chakra chains, QB suppression, seal, and he learns multiple kenjutsu styles, hence Kushina, his mother. He learned multiple kenjutsu styles, So he learned the Red Death style, which he includes himself in chakra. No, he makes his chakra leak out of his body, but he needs to train to do that. And he uses swift and like hard slices. And he finished the sword, but it's cooling down. If you do not know how to make a sword, it needs to cool down. Then you like place it into the hilt, and also reinforce the hilt with like chakra thread, like chakra cloth, so it can like withstand him. You putting chakra in it, chakra cloth and chakra. Yeah, you understand. So Naruto goes and he places the sword back on his back, and the sword is shining. Like it's shiny. Like if he slices you, you are in trouble. But hey, that's not what we're here for. Naruto then puts the sword on his back, and Naruto is kind of like an emo character, but he's not emo. He really cares about people, but he doesn't. He's not like a loudmouth anymore. He realized that was stupid, trying to get the approval of other people. He doesn't want that anymore. He doesn't need it. He doesn't care about it. He doesn't want people's approval. He doesn't want people's anything. Naruto just working on getting more powerful and start wasting his time. Naruto then learned the Rasengan and learned how to put lightning style on Rinnegan. He calls it the Rasen Shidori, where he puts the Shidori, and the Rasengan together, and he makes a Shidori. So he made the Rasengan is a Rasengan with lightning a lightning ring surrounding the Rasengan, and then like lightning spouting from everywhere and hitting the ground and everything. Okay, it's a really overpowered jutsu, and it like blasts through people's heart and all of that shit. Naruto then goes and just like, if you know the Thunder God sword, you know what I'm gonna do with Naruto and that thing. I'm not gonna get into that mission yet. Naruto then goes and gets some Ichiraku ramen, and he thanks the Ichiraku guy for selling him the like vegetables and stuff. Naruto realizes something. He realized someone watching him. He then and two people watching him, because it's Hinata and Tamari. We flash back to when Naruto encountered with him with Kankuro and who is his name? Konohamaru. Yeah. This time Naruto's not gonna slack off on like training Konohamaru. Naruto and Konohamaru are not rivals. Naruto, when he got back from the mission, explained this to him. Naruto explained to Konohamaru that they are master and student now. Now Naruto is gonna be teaching Konohamaru, so Konohamaru's about to be next level, bruh. He's about to be the strongest genin in Konoha. So Naruto goes and he sees Konohamaru, but Naruto did not train Konohamaru yet, but yeah. Naruto then tells him to put down Konohamaru. Naruto just looks at who his name, Kankuro. He blitz over to Kankuro and punches him in the face and kicks him in the stomach, and black flips to hit his foot on his head while he was black flipping, and just like turns and kicks him. Then Naruto body circles away and just appears against Gaara and hits him in the back. Yeah, Naruto's got that strong. Cause Naruto, to use the Red Death style and the flying Raijin, you need to have a certain level of speed. And Naruto has that. He knows he has that now. He's been training hardcore. Ugh. So Naruto kicks Gaara into the place and he pins him. Naruto then goes not true seeking as shit. He used chakra rods to snare Gaara to the ground. And since the QB, since all the QB have like a link, Kurama knows what the Shukaku's been doing to Gaara and knows what Gaara does. And Naruto's sick. Like he knows Shukaku's doing it to Gaara, so he's taking his anger out on Gaara, but really and truly he wants to hurt Shukaku. But he can't do it right now. So Naruto then uses the 5-prong seal and seals Gaara up. He seals him up. He makes sure he's good as shit. He tightens that seal good. And Shukaku is in the seal. Shikaku is not interfering with Gaara anymore, and they're stunned because first Gaara got bodied by Naruto, and Naruto not even caring about it. It's like bodied him and just fixed him up and just like let him go. Naruto told Gaara sorry, but he knew that Gaara would fight him, but he just didn't really feel like doing it and just bodied him. And Gaara was like, "Thank you. Like, don't hear those voices in my head anymore." Naruto told that I think Kurama would sense the other soul, and since it was related to Gaara, and he would tell him this. And Naruto says Shikaku was not the person that was protecting you. It was your mother, Gaara. And Gaara was shook. Now I never really understood how and why Gaara thought that Shikaku protected him, but I don't really know and I don't really care. Naruto then went out and just put his hand in his pocket again and then just left. That's how why Tamari is following Naruto, and he has spying on Naruto like always. And Naruto bifurcates behind both of them, using one being Shadow Clone, one being Naruto, and he invites them for some ramen. Hinata blacks out. Before he blacks out, he tells Hinata to do not black out right in front of me because it's kind of a turn off. And Hinata doesn't, because remember, Hinata's madly in love with Naruto. Naruto then carries her over to the booth and just so does the other Shadow Clone, and they start talking and they get in a relationship. Well, not relationship, but they gain anything. And Tamari and Hinata are really infatuated with Naruto. But wait, Hinata was already infatuated with Naruto like from the beginning, so hey, don't like her. And Tamari's the same. Naruto then says see ya, and he pays for the meal like a real gentleman should. If you don't pay for your mate's meal, your female's meal, you're no man, buddy. But hey, Naruto pays for the meal and walks off. Goes home to do more training to become even better at flying. Like Naruto is trying to like evolve his flying Raijin by adding Uzumaki seals to it. And Naruto is doing it. Naruto is combining flying Raijin with seal mechanisms. So if Naruto, this is what he's trying to do. He throws a kunai and he hits you with it. Then when you pull out the kunai, you can pull out the kunai, but this wouldn't stop the jutsu. Then the seal would spread across your body, and then kanji for kunai will spread around certain parts of your body, like the main arteries, like the main pressure points that you use like to move. This won't permanently damage you, but doesn't mean that it won't hurt your ass, and it could kill you. So the seals will come around, and Naruto, and then 3-pronged kunai would start appearing out of the body, out of the kanji that was formed, and Naruto would teleport to the first kanji. Naruto would stab that point, then go on to stab the others, and you will be immobilized. You will not be able to move, not be able to barely speak, and to barely be conscious. So yeah, Naruto's kind of OP. Well, he's trying to do it anyways, but we all know he's gonna get it done. So then Team 7 has another C rank mission. Well, no, A rank, because I think it was an A rank mission. I think that was most likely filler, but I'm using it because I need the Thunder God Blade, okay? Do not judge thigh. And I'm making Naruto. You'll understand later. Naruto, then Team 7 is called for another mission. Naruto is then Kakashi appears in Naruto's old apartment, and he sees it slightly opened, and then he sees nothing in there, and he sees no one in there, and he only sees a letter like on the wall, and it says that it gives him the location. Sorry, my phone is dying. It gives him the location of his new house. And Kakashi goes there and he sees a whole damn compound. And he's like, damn, this compound wasn't there. And the compound is like, it's, it's, um, it's where the Uchiha clan was. But like a little bit in front of it. So it's like, it's not on the outskirts of Konoha, but it's in between, right? It's in between. So it's at the back, but it's like close to the Hokage thing, whatever. No, the compound's close to the Hokage thing. Just imagine wherever you want to freaking do it. I don't care. So Kakashi goes. He knocks on the no he presses his hand on where there's a seal to like give him. So the person will be notified that someone's there because there's like a seal like that, and he sees it and he knows what it is. So he presses it. Then Naruto is alerted that he's there, and he opens the door, well the gate, and he sees Kakashi, and he says, "Oh, Kakashi." He didn't say "Oh, Kakashi" he said it in his mind, and Kakashi, he said Kakashi, he said hi Kakashi. He didn't say Sensei because he didn't believe that Kakashi deserves that, and Kakashi is wondering why he didn't call him Sensei, but he doesn't really care because he doesn't really care about Naruto. And Naruto, then Kakashi tells him they need to go to a mission, and he realizes Naruto is he's changed a lot. He knew Naruto changed because of his hair, and he knew why, and he knew why is because his Uzumaki cells were like starting to come out. So that's how they explained it in the hospital, that his Uzumaki cells just like started to like jet boost like a lot, like started to like skyrocket. And a surprise person will be in this mission, and it's gonna be like a fellow Uzumaki, because I changed my mind. No, not gonna change my mind, but I added another one to the ship. This is the last one, I promise. So I've been like going ham with these ships that I've been doing. I've been going ham on them. So Naruto, so they head to the third Hokages, and Naruto doesn't even speak to Sakura or Sasuke, but they want to speak to Naruto. They wanted to speak to Naruto in the first place. So Naruto goes and he goes on a mission. Sasuke says that sword, it looks pretty cool, I want it. Naruto says okay and just walks off, and Sasuke holds him by his wrist and tells him, no, give me the sword. Naruto grabs his wrist and flips him on the ground and says, I would ever give you my sword. Get off of me, peasant. Naruto's really changed towards his team. Not to anybody else, but his team. He's pretty cruel to his team, but hey. Naruto then walks out and just... This was Sasuke did this by himself. He didn't want like anybody seeing him do this. He was kind of being a bully, so he didn't want to get caught. So he didn't say anything about it, and Naruto just walks off. Naruto, then they meet up at the gate, and Kakashi told them to move out, and then they started running. Well, going on the mission. I can't remember the specifics of the mission, what happened on the mission. So I'm going to say the man that had the sword, which I couldn't remember his name because he's basically a filler character, came on the mission. They were supposed to be escorting something or someone, and the man came. Naruto ended up beating his ass, and Naruto proceeded to like... Then Sakura drowned or something, I think. I think that was the mission, but I can't fully remember. I think Sakura like fell to the water too much, and she was about to drown. But this time, in this canon, Naruto wouldn't go for her. He's not gonna risk his life to go for her. He's not doing that. He's not like that. He's not like that anymore anyways. So he goes up, and Sasuke ends up saving her. And Kakashi ends up saving her. And he wondered why Naruto didn't do that. Naruto would naturally do it himself. Naruto did not do it. He did not move. No, in fact, he was just standing on the water when he gained his bearings again. Naruto picked up the sword and then placed it in a scroll and just left. And just started to walk back to Konoha. Naruto then they get back to Konoha. Sakura being pretty angry. Well, she wouldn't be angry at Naruto because normally Kashi is responsible for the mission, so you would have to go. So technically she wouldn't be mad at Naruto for anything. But Naruto has not speaking to his team, and Sakura is trying to annoy him, pretending saying that she's trying to act cool at Naruto, but Naruto just ignored her and was like, I need to focus on this mission, not her. She's ignorant and stupid. And Naruto just kept walking. Kept walking and not walking, but hopping tree to tree. They didn't make it back to Konoha, and Naruto goes back to his compound. And he tells Tozan that he had the sword, and Odin explained to him that it's rightfully his. Naruto, he explained that Tsunade is his grandmother from Minato's side, yes. So wait, you told us that that means Naruto has a bunch of chakra. Yes, Naruto has a bunch of chakra. And Naruto only getting wood style and he gets 6-pack Sage Road, so don't worry about it. Really, don't worry about that. Really. Do not worry about that. Trust me. So Naruto starts to use his Susanoo. He started trying to learn it, and he only got up to his skeleton form, where he got the head and all of that, and he got his sword, which is like a normal sword. It's like a normal sword, so he doesn't really bother with it. And he doesn't bother with it. It's just a normal sword, okay? And he has Mask Atama beads, but not yet. I'm not giving him that yet, okay? He has Mask Atama beads, but like I said, he doesn't have them yet. Naruto goes and he's just training really, and the Chunin exams come up. Naruto goes to the exams and just does his shit. Naruto's been learning. He knows a lot now, and he's not dumb. And when Walkley fights Sasuke, Naruto doesn't even interrupt him. He doesn't care. Yeah, was carried in the first place. Naruto just walks off, ignoring he was ever there in the first place, and Lee got a little offended by that, thinking that he thought that Naruto was too good for him, and Naruto just walked off. And when Lee tried to kick Naruto was like, peasants, and he just dodged out the way and just sidestepped him and just turned back to where he was and just start walking again. And he was like, Nani? He's supposed to be the dead last, isn't he? He wants to be at the flames of youth. And Lee said this out loud, and I was like, oh, he's just a nice guy. He just thought I was thinking of him. So they're gonna still have the same bond in canon. I just wanted to Lee's kind of stupid though. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't hate him. So I hate Sasuke, so I don't hate Lee though. Naruto then goes into Chunin exam, does his shit, and Naruto would have gone do something. What did he go do? Oh, Naruto would do the tuning, and he would do the written test, and he would do the same thing, but he wouldn't do that lame speech. Naruto would say this time that trying to trick him is futile. Yeah, Naruto using those big words, futile. Naruto just says is. You understand? I'm not too dumb-brained to understand what Naruto would say. He would say Datebayo or something, but he would say it's futile. Yeah, it's futile. Using the big boy words. Say it's futile, and just yeah, you say it's futile to trick me. just get on with it, and EBQ would be like, oh, he knew. Naruto got all of his questions right, because Kurama would have given him a whole history lesson before this, so he would know everything on this page. He would be like, trash. And he goes in, he does this spirit that everything happens to Counting except Naruto getting the curse mark, because he would have shown his Rinnegan to like to Orochimaru. Just for plot, let's say he caught Naruto off guard, because we know when Orochimaru was trying to like get Naruto was like, nah fam, you gonna hold almighty push, and now he bit Naruto and Sasuke. Now this is where things are gonna direct from canon like far, because this time Naruto got a curse mark, so I don't think Sakura would really carry Naruto. The only reason I would believe she would carry Naruto is that he would protect her if something happened, because she's selfish like that. So I would believe she would do something like that. So for plot convenience, I say she carries him. She carries him, and Naruto and Sasuke wake up when she was fighting the brothers, the them niggas, and Naruto and Sasuke are going to demolish them. But here's the thing. Naruto wouldn't stop, because Sakura wouldn't be able to stop Naruto. Because remember, Naruto doesn't care about Sakura or Sasuke. So even if Sasuke was there, he couldn't care about Sasuke and just like left him there. And Naruto would leave. He would go on a whole lot of rampage. He would start breaking off arms off bodies now, and he would be still holding on to the boy that had the bandages on him. And he would be on the brink of tearing off his hands, but then for plot convenience, Hinata came and hugged Naruto. Then Naruto cared, and his curse mark received. But this time, his curse mark would not have the negative effect that it would have in the in the canon, because how the curse mark works is it absorbs chakra, and when it absorbs enough, it will go into a perfect state. I think that's how it works, but I'm gonna use plot convenience to say that's how it is. Naruto would just figure out this since his geniusness, and he would just push chakra into the curse mark until it just like, and he would tell the QB to revitalize his chakra, and he would like, yeah. Naruto has not started to use his abilities, like to switch places or what's called it now, limbo. He has not used Kotonatsu Kami. He hasn't used Amaterasu. He hasn't used like weapon control. I think it was weapon control. He hasn't used Kamui. So yeah, Naruto he got his perfect curse mark. Just for plot convenience, I'm giving him wings, but he's gonna have like these flashy wings like how Sasuke was. But the Kurama's gonna interfere with it and just give him golden wings. He would have golden wings, but golden like demonic looking wings, but it would be just golden, so I wouldn't really think about it. And half of Naruto's face would like on it would have golden curse marks, and his whole foot would be golden, and then his other arm would be golden. His whole arm would be golden, and it's like there'll be like little fire. How Sasuke's curse mark looked on his other side of his face, and then one of his eyes would have been yellow. So Naruto would have given his perfect curse mark, and Naruto would finish the Chunin exams. Not finish the Chunin exams, finish the second round, and Then the preliminaries happened. Naruto would completely, utterly destroy Kiba. Like, he wouldn't even have the time. So when Kiba started, like, throwing smack at Naruto and says, oh, because you look different and you have a sword on your back, doesn't mean you're any stronger and you change your clothes. Naruto just blitzed him, knocked the shit out of him, and just left. He just went up to the stands and talked to Hinata and to Marty. Naruto's gotten a very close bond with Hinata and Hanabi so far that Hinata and Tamara have been talking, and Hinata have been talking, and yeah, they've been talking about Naruto, and they want to be with Naruto. Yeah, and they're planning to tell him after the Chunin exams, but it's gonna be a little harder for Tamari to be with Naruto because she's entitled to another village. But remember that Tamari stayed up for the Chunin exam, but Naruto wouldn't really be there too much. But Naruto can still fix that, assure her. Naruto would then go and see Tamari. Then Hinata and Neji's fight would happen. That would enrage Naruto. And actually, since Naruto's sword would act on his chakra and he's leaking chakra right now, his sword would start to heat up. And if you don't know what Naruto's sword does, oh, I forgot to tell you, Naruto added the Thunder God sword, Thunder God sword metal to his sword now, so his sword can engulf itself into lightning. Yeah, I think that's what the Thunder God sword did, and it can engulf itself into lightning, and it was like so Naruto's sword starts sparking everywhere, and it starts, and the holder for it started to like glow red, which it started to like heat up, and Naruto started to break the railings with his like pure strength. And when Neji was gonna kill Hinata, Naruto got from there before any Jonin. He hit Neji in the face, kicked him in the leg, backflipped and kicked him up in the air, and just stretched his body out, which also double kicked him in the belly again, and in his stomach, and double kicked him in his stomach again, and and it sent him to the ground. It sent him to the wall. And Naruto did again jutsu and put Hinata in the King of Hell, but Hinata was still conscious, and he put her in there, and the King of Hell split her out, and Naruto explains what he did to her, and he told her that he doesn't want anybody to find out until the Chunin exams. And Naruto understands. The only person he didn't put is Tamari, because he trusts Tamari, and Tamari and Tamari. He didn't put Tamari and who his name is now. Shikamaru. Yeah, Shikamaru. Yeah. Wait, did you forget who Shikamaru's name? No, I just forgot it for a little bit. I was like, I told you, I don't need to explain nothing. Hold up, let me check my battery. If I want, oh, it's not even that bad. It's not even that bad. Okay. So Naruto, what is it? Hour, bro. Oh God, that's on God. Well, I expect Iron Sand sometime soon though, but yeah, probably when I get home tomorrow. So, Naruto would have gone, and he told Shikamaru that he didn't want anybody to know, and Shikamaru was like, this is a drag, so I won't say anything anyways. It's a drag. So he would, so Hinata would get there, and he would release the Genjutsu. Even Kakashi could have got up this Genjutsu. And Naruto healed her, and he told him that he knew some medical thing. So they didn't question it really. They wouldn't care. So Naruto would then he would then take Hinata to his new compound and like started to treat her. Well, not treat her, but gave her tea and tamari and Shikamaru would have got. They heard about the month training and stuff. Naruto would take them because no one's been in Naruto's compound. Even Danzo tried getting in there because he wanted to know what Naruto kept in there because he wouldn't have had needed it in any way. And the fact that he put the Uzumaki walls up, which they knew it was a jutsu, I'm gonna say that they were very known to use that jutsu a lot. So that means he got it from somewhere and no one could ever find it. So that means he got it from somewhere. So Danzo wanted to like get Naruto scrolls and all to get more jutsu and stuff like that. Stuff like that, okay? Naruto would then Naruto has security seal. So if he doesn't want you in there and you don't have and if you don't have a on his friends list, it's gonna zap your ass. If you keep trying to rephrase that. If you keep trying to get in there all the time, it's gonna zap you to the time where you knock out, and then yeah.
What you doing over there?
So then Naruto. So I explained Naruto's security. He has security shields and all that. So Naruto then goes to train with Jiraiya, and he knew who Jiraiya was when he first saw him. So Naruto trained with Jiraiya, and he learned summoning really easy. And he told Jiraiya about the Rinnegan, because he trusts Jiraiya. Because he when he saw the picture, he did some research on Jiraiya, and he saw that Jiraiya like had like a spoil thing, so he couldn't really. And it explained that he wouldn't really have time for himself to do anything, and he's always away and stuff. So so he knows why Jiraiya couldn't raise him. So he tells Jiraiya about the Rinnegan and everything, and they start learning on Naruto's abilities. So Naruto told him that he has all 7 paths, but he knows that he has other abilities because he doesn't have the Rinnegan. He didn't just have the Rinnegan; he have Tomoe the Rinnegan. And Jiraiya was like, and so they start learning so he start pushing chakra to his eyes, and he learned his abilities. He can make 2 limbo clones. He can do the Kosanatsu once each week, but it can upgrade itself how much chakra he gets. So he can use the Kosanatsu. But when he uses ninjas, he can use it once per day, like the One Tails cloak. But he can spam it when he gets in his thing. Naruto goes and trains with Jiraiya. He learns the summoning jutsu, but he already had summoning animals like the dog, a Rinnegan dog thingy majobber. And Naruto's been working on something. He's been working on his sevens, his paths of leaf. What's it called? The 6 paths of the Uzumaki, or the Uzumaki of the 6 paths, or 6 paths of Uzumaki. Let's put it that way: 6 paths of Uzumaki. And he's making blood clones of himself, but he's using chakra and Hashirama cells to make them physical. So if they got stabbed, it wouldn't really matter, or poisoned, it wouldn't really matter. Because if you don't know what blood clones are, if they get poisoned or anything, they're gonna just go away. So he's trying to make them like humans but have no emotions. They have no brain cells, but they only work to him. And he figures out, and he stuffs a chakra rod to him. So, but Naruto can still use his abilities, and his powers can use his Mangekyo abilities, but they can only use a certain path that they have been given. So if the Ashura path, you understand. Naruto made those, but he keeps them in a a scroll that storage seal on his wall. He puts them in a scroll, and he seals that scroll in a storage scroll that he has on his shoulder. Because he doesn't really want anybody to get them anyway. So Naruto goes and he does the preliminaries. But since Gaara doesn't have the seal anymore, and Naruto did the seal, so only his chakra could like release it. So Shinobi couldn't do it, and Ochari canceled the Konoha Crush. He canceled it because it wouldn't make sense to do it anyways. Because since he doesn't really. No, I'm gonna still do the Konoha Crush. He just wouldn't have anything tricky, anyways. So he would do the Konoha Crush, and at the end of Naruto's match, he would said, "Good job, Naruto Namikaze." And everybody would be like, "What?" And he and the third Kage told them about his heritage. And Sasuke is mad because then Naruto's gonna get special attention. So is Kakashi. Naruto doesn't really care, and well, he wouldn't be there yet. So, Naruto would have beaten Neji brutally, like brutally, and he would have activated his Rinnegan. Like he would have showed people his Rinnegan, and just to scare Neji, he would have done Shinra Tensei. Well, he would have done it on a very smaller scale, but he would have done it anyways. Before the match, when he first activated his Rinnegan, he would have done Shinra Tensei, and then he would have sent it off somewhere else. So the Shinra Tensei would have been gathering like rock and trees and all of that. And so Naruto, it would have been gathering trees and rocks, all of it. But it would become very smaller. And then when Neji was talking about destiny and everything, he would have brought it over and says, "Destiny doesn't mean anything. I trained to get this powerful. No. Do you give up? Or you know what?" Naruto said, "No what? Not even giving up. I'm not allowing you to do that. You didn't allow Hinata to give up. So you know what I'm gonna do to you, Neji? I'm gonna brutally beat you until you understand that destiny doesn't mean shit. You talk about your pain. You don't register anyone else's. I hate people like you. You say that you feel like you've been through all the pain in your life. You want to know something, that you frick off. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you know. You don't know what it is to have no family. You got the liberty to know your father. You got the liberty to know your mother. I didn't get that liberty. I didn't get that satisfaction. I've been alone. I've been by myself. I've been isolated by myself. I've been isolated by the village. No one loved me. I do not care, Neji. You say, oh, you're a prodigy, oh, this and all that, oh, you're a man, you're a side branch, all this, all that. I don't care, Neji. I will never care. You're just a pitiful human being. Then Naruto would proceed to beat his ass like there was no tomorrow, and he would beat him so bad that he couldn't move. Like he couldn't move. Like his Byakugan wouldn't be able to activate like the next week. So he wouldn't heal him because he did that to Hinata, and he was not about that. He even told him how he liked Hinata. He didn't say he loved Hinata, but he said he liked her, and he told them how he liked Hinata and Tamari. But they blushed, but they haven't told Naruto that they want to like think yet. So the Konoha crush happens. Konohamaru dies, and Naruto adopts Konohamaru. Yeah, Naruto doesn't adopt Konohamaru. He's just gonna keep Konohamaru with him because I would believe since Naruto's more mature in this one, and he know Asuma, he would Konohamaru would pick up like bad habits from Asuma, and Asuma might die on a mission. And yeah, Naruto might die on a mission too, but he's the most less figurative person to do that. So Naruto would the third Hokage would left Konohamaru with Naruto and left all his money with Naruto. I left his father's scroll that he kept on for him to Naruto. So yeah. So Naruto would have seen the old man's will, and Naruto would adopt Konohama. Well, he would train Konohama. Konohama will look like a kid Naruto. No, not like kid Naruto. He will look like a mini Naruto, but with brown hair. So he wear, so Konohama took off that ugly helmet thing, and Naruto gave him proper clothes. I don't know what Konohama was doing. And Konohama got the Sarutobi sign on his back and like the Uzumaki sign on his shoulder. And Konohamaru got like a necklace that Naruto gave him, a Uzumaki necklace. And I'm gonna end this video soon. You see that 2%, I swear to God. But alright, yeah, he adopted Konohamaru and he started to train Konohamaru until Naruto had to go for Tsunade. And that would go like the same, but Orochimaru would have wanted Naruto, and Naruto would beat Tsunade. And when Itachi came, Naruto bodied Itachi, like bodied him and bodied Kisame because he did a Kotsu Natsukami. Not a Kotsu Natsukami. He did Tsugayomi on Kisame, and then he started to like. Then he did a Kotsu Natsukami on. No, he read Itachi's mind of Genjutsu, and he found out the real reason he mastered the clan, and he told Itachi that he knew now and to go on, and Itachi went left, and yeah. So Sasuke, when he was going, he saw when Naruto like bodied Itachi, and he's angry because, yeah, that thing he would drop her. But Naruto wouldn't go on the mission to like get him anyways, unless it was a direct order from Tsunade, which it will be, sadly. So Naruto would then go off and just like, yeah, Tsunade would appear back in the village, and Naruto and Tsunade would have a deeper connection since that's Tsunade's grandson, and I take this from Legacy, and Tsunade calls Naruto Naru, not Naruto. He calls him Naru in any case. So whenever she calls Naruto, she calls him Naru, and Naruto is kind of embarrassed by it, but he doesn't deny it. So Naruto goes off, and Naruto went to the Sand Village. He then placed a flying Wajin teleporter tablet to like. If she pulls a book on a shelf, a particular book that has nothing in it, she pulls it. She will be flying Wajin to Naruto's house. And then she can like get back from there. And Naruto does give that to her from where Tsunade lived. I think she lived in a Senju compound. Naruto does have a room there, and he does sleep there sometimes to keep his grandmother company. So he has a teleporter there from the Hokage office and all of that, and just like stuff. Naruto will then go home. So Tamari would be mostly in the village, but she goes back and forth sometimes, since there's like a way for her to go back and forth. So she goes back and forth, and yeah. But this one we left off. Naruto, I'm gonna do the Sasuke Retrieve like when I do part 2 of this. So see you guys. Bye guys. Peace.